What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Retro, a nostalgic podcast about retro gaming, TV and film, music, retro sports, pop culture, anything dope from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. I'm your host, Tuck. That's your host, Will. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
We're back. We always say that. I gotta quit saying that. We're back. Motherfucker, y'all know we're back.
Yeah, we're never going away.
Yeah, so y'all check me on that if I say that again.
We're going to be some 60-year-olds talking about retro.
You know, man, look, some opening show notes. For a long time, I've been catching shit. At first, I caught shit for using my phone. Remember? I would use my phone and read off my phone. I got clowned for that. So, you know what? I made adjustments and got a little iPad teleprompter, which is why you guys always saw me holding the
PS4 controller, which got a lot of shit.
Yeah. So it's in pretty much every video we have.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're never going to see the PS4 controller again, and you might miss it.
Now it looks like a vape pen.
So now we have a huge TV behind the camera, and you can tell I like doing production. I'm like explaining the production to them, but just bear with me. Big TV behind the camera, and more importantly, I got a clicker, y'all. I got a clicker. I can just control it. So now you'll see me holding this vape pen looking deal, but it's controlling our TV in the back with all the shit we're about to talk about. So let's go.
It'd be sick if it was a vape pen
/ clicker. Yeah. I mean, it's got a little hole on top.
It lights up blue.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it can be converted. All right. Let's start with the opening notes for real, y'all. Y'all see the shirt I got on? Super retro.
Castlevania joint.
Castlevania style. Shout out to my wife. She's a graphic designer. She's fucking killed this one, which, you know, I know she had a good canvas to start with, but that's just not easy to reproduce something.
That's why when you sent that, I was like, I want every one of our logos.
Yeah.
Like I love everything we've done with the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Power.
Yep.
Like, so just keep them coming.
Yeah, keep evolving.
Yeah, if you got any ideas about that, send it to us.
So these are now available on our website, superretropod.com, superretropod.com. We have all the way up to 3X, and I don't think I got any smalls this time because they were so hard to sell last time. Medium to 3X. Get them while they're hot, y'all. Well, if you've ever heard of ThriftCon, it's a big vintage clothing convention that is typically out west. Mm-hmm. And this will be the first time that ThriftCon has made its way to this region. And it's actually here in Louisville, and it's going to be at the Fair and Exposition Center. And they invited your boys out there, y'all.
How cool is that, man?
And apparently this is a huge deal. So I was talking to our boy at Shelby Vintage, the clothing store we always go to, and he was like, yo, this is a big deal. He's like, I don't think y'all know how big of a deal it is that they invited y'all. So that's dope. Y'all can come out and see us. The date is October 5th and 6th. We'll have a booth out there or something like that. We're really not sure yet what we're going to have, but I know we at least have a booth. I don't know if we're going to utilize that or we're going to be walking around. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing, so we'll keep y'all.
We're basically going to film a lot of cool old vintage clothing.
Yeah.
Give you all some little insight into the whole event if you've not seen it. It's an enormous, you can look it up on YouTube. There's so many, it's the most vintage clothing place you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I watched quite a bit of it.
All the mega vendors go there.
Yeah. And our buddy was telling us that they come from, you know, like when they come here, there'll be people from all around.
He said it's sold out in like, what, minutes?
Couple minutes, yeah, as far as the booths.
Yeah.
There'll be, you know, people coming from all the neighboring states, like people driving from far away to come to this thing. So come out and see us, y'all. If you're anywhere near us, we'll be out there, you know.
We love that old vintage stuff, man.
But, so let's keep it moving. All right, let's address the Corey Feldman post. By the time you guys hear this, the post will be up for like a week or two. We posted a video about Corey Feldman, and this is easily the most controversial thing we've ever posted.
Yeah, it's the most hate we've ever got. Or like any kind of negative. Like our stuff is so positive usually on comments.
Yep.
And this was the most negative I've ever saw.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 50-50.
Yeah, it was up there.
There's a lot of people like right there bashing Corey Feldman, which was never our intention.
No.
We weren't trying to bash him. It just, the video doesn't make us look like we're fans of him.
Yeah, like
now.
I'll say I was bashing him, but that doesn't mean I wasn't like still. He's like my favorite actor from the '80s. Like,
yeah, and you know what else I had beef with?
What?
I saw a bunch of people on there saying he wasn't big in the '80s. I'm like,
bro, he couldn't be bigger.
I'm like, what were y'all watching?
Couldn't be bigger, bro.
What were y'all watching if Corey Feldman wasn't big in the '80s?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and people don't realize like that wasn't a segment shitting on Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
That was our segment of who ran the '80s on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, and that's giving you major props right there to even be in that list.
Yeah.
Like our list is like this, and it's all the baddest people from the '80s and '90s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. It ain't the
Chevy Chase.
We're just talking about where he's gone.
Yeah.
Like just the last few years, how it's a little off.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck? Like it's not Corey Feldman. That's not Mouth. You know what I mean?
Right. And everybody's argument is just let him do his thing. He's not hurting nobody.
Oh, we are.
Which is true. It's absolutely true. But you know what? There's a lot of people out there that have all those yes people around him all the time. And you're right. People are probably right. He probably does know how he sounds, and he just knows that people are coming out to see the circus.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, let's do this. And, I'm going to make my money. I'm going to make, I mean, people go out and see him. I mean, if he came here, I mean, he has come here before.
I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to either.
Oh, shit.
Another opening note for y'all, our YouTube page, it's growing. Please go follow that. But more importantly, yesterday I posted the long version of us unboxing the Bone Thugs and Harmony care package.
Loner Bone.
Will's laughing at my note. I be typing fast, and I know we're the only ones that are gonna read
Longer Bone.
Yeah. There's a longer bone video of us unboxing the care package. Like, cause on the video we uploaded to social media and even the long form podcast, it was just like a quick overview of what, not a quick one, but pretty fast. We didn't show all the shirts that we got. There was a few things that I didn't show, that I didn't edit into that video.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff on there is all edited. Like, you find, the YouTubes is going to be less editing.
Yeah. So this whole video is us from beginning to end. We even talk about Bone for a few minutes afterwards. So yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, YouTube's growing, man.
Yeah, we're really starting to think about it. We got some new equipment to where we're gonna be throwing some new YouTube stuff up. So be looking for that. But if you don't follow the page, how can you find out?
Yeah.
Shout outs are pretty light this week because there's a ton that could have been on our shout out list. Well, if you see anything that strikes you, copy and paste it and put it in the notes. That's what I've been doing. So we only got around to doing it once this time, but last episode we asked, or 2 episodes ago we asked where our Chicago fans were at, because we were talking about the city with the most listens. It was Chicago. And I said, y'all let us know. Let us know if anybody's listening in Chicago. Let us know the numbers are real. And we got this message from a Danny in Chicago. He said, hey, bro, I'm from Chicago. And I'm guessing that maybe from me listening to the whole podcast series boosted up your listening. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
so he's like binging our shit,
Yeah. Danny's getting us extra views.
Hey, Danny in Chicago, we appreciate that. Yeah. You know what I want to get the show to, Will? To a level. I used to listen to Jim Rome all the time.
Yep.
Did you ever listen to Jim Rome? Like, back when I was working and stuff. I would listen to it all the time, and I loved that his listeners were like a part of the show.
No, yeah.
Like they were a huge part of his show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all had shit to say all the time. They would email in.
Yeah.
And they would read like live emails on the air.
He incorporated them into.
And they would even call in, which I would like to figure out how to do a call in. That'll be my next thing.
That'd be wild.
I'm going to make it to where they can call us somehow. I mean, I'm not giving my phone number out, but I'd love to talk to some listeners on the air sometime.
Get a super retro phone number.
Or maybe like, Theo Vaughn like does a recording.
Yeah.
Where people call up and
that's safer.
Leave a message and then he plays it back and reacts to
you don't want that live.
Tell them what you run into, yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, Danny, man, from Chicago.
But I don't even know. Oh, yeah. We love you guys, man. I was thinking about that earlier. Every time we say this shit, we appreciate you. But, man, it's really cool. It's really cool that this is progressing the way that it has.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hopefully we can get more time to do this more seriously. And shit's going to change if we get to that point.
Boost up the content.
Yeah, so we appreciate every one of y'all for real. All right, y'all. I want to talk about the Beastie Boys gold record, Paul's Boutique. Beastie Boys recently shared a story of how they discovered that the gold record plaque for their album Paul's Boutique didn't actually contain a pressing of their own music. Ad Rock and Mike D went on Conan O'Brien's podcast and told the story of how years after they received the plaque, they were closely examining the record and noticed that it contained the wrong amount of tracks. Ad Rock said, "So we're at our studio here in California, and I was smoking the pot. This was a long time ago. We had a gold record on the wall. It was Paul's Boutique. I was looking at it, and I could see it had our label, and I could see it had like 9 songs on one side. But I was looking at the actual gold record and it only had 4 songs on it. Curiosity got the best of them and they decided to break the glass and remove the record. Upon further inspection, they found that instead of Paul's Boutique, it contained piano versions of Barry Manilow's music."
Bro, how?
That is comedy.
How
right?
does that even happen?
I don't know. It's like they just provided this record label with a gold record. Or I'm not sure who sends them out. I think RIAA sends out the official certifications and the records. But like y'all can't even get one
Like
and
they had them.
Make that the gold record.
How do you not get it? Why would you get here? Just put Barry Manilow.
Like they're at a factory or something. They're like, yeah, give me the stack
First
of those.
one.
Let's dip that one. Let's make this one gold, or however they make it gold. Let's print it gold. We'll print the damn real album,
How does that happen? I think it's freaking hilarious that they found it.
Yeah, and you can see. You just imagine being high.
Yeah, and be like, hold
sitting
on,
there
man.
and being like, wait. He's looking at the label. He's like, there's 9 songs on this side. And he's like, you can see, when you're looking at a record, you can see the lines. Mm-hmm. You can see that there's only 4 tracks on this album because there's only 4 dark lines.
Yeah.
This is, this
especially these guys.
And these guys, I can just picture the Beastie Boys sitting around.
I can too.
Busting into this thing, throwing it on, and cracking up. Can you imagine if you discovered it? It would be like you discovered,
How funny is that when they first heard Barry Manilow doing some piano?
Hi.
They were like,
yeah.
This ain't us.
Yeah, no, this ain't it. And then what's funny is they figured out that it was Barry Manilow. How did that happen?
They probably knew.
But yeah, so a few months later, after the gold certification, Paul's Boutique went on to be certified platinum. It also reached double status in 1999, so that begs the question, what's on those platinum records? Beastie Boys, y'all, what an awesome band. If you don't like the Beastie Boys, or at least like that they exist, then I don't even know what.
They're an awesome part of that whole era of hip-hop.
80s and 90s and the way they switched their style up.
Yeah.
That was so cool. Those are real artists right there.
Yeah, they stayed relevant.
Exactly. And, I remember being younger and hearing the Beastie Boys, going from License to Ill and then Paul's Boutique and Intergalactic and all that stuff, how they just changed. It's like they were always changing. And a lot of times I was slow on the change.
Yeah, me too.
I was because when Paul's Boutique came out.
You just expect back then the shit you like to stay the shit you like.
And that's not how that's not a real artist.
No.
A real artist doesn't do that.
I know it.
And Sabotage and all that. I mean, these dudes were awesome musicians.
Yeah,
man.
the hip hop game changed, like rap changed, so they didn't like have to stick in it the way they did it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, their rap is a little different than most hip hop.
Right.
And rap evolved and they were like, fuck it, we're going this way.
Just like this album here, this album is made up completely of samples. There's estimates that there's up to 300 samples on this album, and if you go back to License to Ill, it's just all the Rick Rubin, boom bap, loud distortion guitars for that music. And then you have this. I mean, these dudes are true hip hop artists, true rock and roll artists, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're straight rock and roll, bro.
Yeah, these are some badass dudes right here. And you already know R.I.P. MCA.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Unfortunate. And, since then, that put the Beastie Boys to rest. But, man, long live the Beasties. All right, y'all. Did you know that the cover of the NES game Blades of Steel was based on an actual picture of Wayne Gretzky? I mean, yeah, look at it, man. It's identical. Yeah. Bro, like legit.
Couldn't be more identical.
He basically traced it. But he actually... He actually did end up changing a couple things, and he probably didn't know. You know what I'm saying? He was just like...
That's a good picture.
All right, but before we talk about Tom and how it came to him, recreating this picture for the cover of Blades of Steel, listen to this.
Oh, boy got sued.
He was just innocently, creating, and...
I got an idea for a cover.
The photographer that took the original picture worked for Sports Illustrated.
And he was like, hey.
He's like, wait a minute.
That's my picture.
He saw the cover and was like, these motherfuckers biting my shit.
Yeah, I need some money. What'd that dude Mario used to say?
Run me my money.
Run me my money.
Run me my money is what this Sports Illustrated reporter had to say. So he told Sports Illustrated, and then Sports Illustrated sued or went after Nintendo and Konami. And
they were just like, hey, where did this come from? And it just went down the line. I'm sure Nintendo was like, we don't know.
Yep.
Well, we're hitting Konami up. And then Konami was like, who took that picture?
Yeah, so this is what Tom the Boy has to say about his art. He said, this was one of the first box covers I did, and I got no direction at all. I gave them 3 or 4 rough drawings of a concept to pick from. They picked one out, and it just so happened to be the one where I used a Sports Illustrated photo as a reference, which was a bad idea. I changed the faces of 2 players, Wayne Gretzky and...
Thomas Janssen.
That's right. The faces that I used were just out of my head. They're nobody specific, but the positioning of those players were so identical to the photograph that they nailed me on it.
Dude hit Tom up and was like, hey, bro, you owe these dudes $15,000.
And he's like, $15,000? They negotiate.
You imagine, like, for a photographer back then, you're broke after that.
Yeah, you're freelance, living check to check.
You ain't got 15 to throw on to a photographer.
You do not have $15K for some shit you thought you were doing.
Yeah, but look, they ended up negotiating it down to $10K.
Listen, if he wanted to continue to do video game art, the people he was working for told him that he had to pay the $10K because he, plagiarized their shit, basically. They got the poorest guy on the totem pole to pay the darn bill. What the heck? So I paid it, and I got to do a bunch of game artwork after that.
Yeah, and he became a pretty successful box art, artist.
Whew, that's steep.
That could have got him out the game early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have been like, I'm done with the fuck. This is stupid.
Yeah,
but he knew he fucked up.
This ain't my thing.
He fucked up.
Yeah, so moving forward, he just didn't do it.
Yeah, and actually I love the way he did that art, where he basically took the picture and then he made it that awesome, like, cartoonish looking
water paint.
Yeah, water paint. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And that cover is iconic, bro. Everybody knows the Blades of Steel cover.
Oh, it really is.
Let's look at it.
It's definitely top 10 sports covers.
Oh yeah, bro. If it made me want to play hockey in a place where hockey wasn't a thing.
Right. Yeah. This cover definitely.
I was playing hockey. I didn't care. I didn't know anyone that played hockey. I didn't even know hockey.
You know what? The hockey games on the NES, they're very close to Tecmo Bowl for me.
Yeah, they're fun. Back then, they were fun.
They were some of the best games on the system.
Like, especially to play with your buddies.
Yeah, it was so fun. But even the ice hockey.
Yeah, all those.
All of them.
Yeah, I remember all those games when I played most of them.
That's so weird, and it got us so interested in hockey.
Yeah, in a place not for, this is basketball country.
Right.
Not hockey.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
I learned hockey through these games.
Absolutely.
Every bit of it.
Yes.
Knew the players, everything.
Knew the rules.
Yeah, 100%. Because of these games.
All right, y'all. So one of the most recognizable logos in the world is easily Michael Jordan's Jumpman logo for 100%. His brand. The Jordan Jumpman. We all know
all
it.
Over the world.
Everyone knows it.
Yeah, it's known all over the world.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous symbols, I would say.
Yeah.
For sure. It's got an interesting story, y'all. It's got an interesting story. First, let's talk about how it came to be. The Jumpman logo originated from a photo shoot Michael Jordan did for Life magazine before he played for Team USA in the 1984 Summer Olympics. Photographed by Jacobus Rentmeester, the photo shoot was taken before Jordan signed with Nike and depicted Jordan posing in a manner identical to a grand ballet technique while wearing the Olympic jumpsuit and New Balance basketball shoes. Someone at the Nike design team came across the Life magazine issue and had Jordan replicate the pose for a pair of Nike shoes. The Jumpman logo has developed and gone through different changes and can be seen in sneakers, attire, hats, socks, and other forms of wear. It has become one of the most recognizable logos in the athletic industry. I would go further than that.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool though, because if you look at that first one, it's not even close.
But that's it. That's the original photograph that was taken in Chapel Hill in North Carolina.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? So that's the one that the original Jacobus Rentmeester, that's his photo. But get this, the photographer sued Nike in 2018 in a case that went all the way to the Supreme Court. The court ultimately sided with Nike. Rentmeester's beef is that right before Jordan was drafted in 1984 and signed with Nike, he snapped the photos of Michael Jordan on a hillside of the University of North Carolina campus. Rentmeester had Jordan do a ballet-style leap pose as part of the shoot. Shortly after those photos were taken, Jordan signed with Nike. Yep. Rentmeester later received a request from Nike for 2 slides from that hillside shoot to use for presentations only, not reproduction. Nike paid Rentmeester $150 for sending the images out on loan. Then about a month later, Rentmeester traveled to Chicago and was stunned to see an image of Jordan on a billboard replicating the ballet jump, except in red and black Nike gear. See, check the picture out. You see it's at the bottom right there. Check that out. That's, I mean, definitely was the inspiration. There's no doubt about it, right? I mean,
but they did it their own.
They put their own spin.
I feel like they changed it enough.
Well, they put their own spin on it, and obviously it went to the Supreme Court and didn't go anywhere. But listen to this shit. Rentmeester obviously hit up Nike and was like, yo, what the fuck? Y'all just gonna steal my shit.
Yeah,
he felt plagiarized himself. They responded by offering him $15,000 to use the image for 2 years, plus the promise of future shoots. As a freelancer with young kids, he took the deal. He needed the money back then, so he was like, all right, give me the 15. He was in no position to battle a company of their size in court. His back was basically against the wall. Yep. And Nike did not give him the additional work that they had promised. Nike, y'all are dirty for that, for real. So Rentmeester only headed back to court in 2014 when he found a lawyer who took the case pro bono, but a district court ruled against Rentmeester, stating that a pose only receives thin protection. And that small difference, such as the turn of Jordan's hand and the angle of his foot, were enough to make Nike's image distinct from the original.
I agree.
And like his arm was bent too, in that one, his arm is straight as hell.
They made it aesthetically pleasing. You know what I mean?
They really did, yeah.
They're like, hold on, change this.
Yeah, let's do this, do that. They did a fantastic job.
Better picture.
Rentmeester sees this as a slap in the face, not only to him, but the art community as a whole. But, he may have lost, but he dropped this bar on him before he left. He said, I didn't take the picture, I made the picture.
Wow.
That's pretty dope. He hit him with a bar. And since this was the outcome of the court cases, remember he had 2 of them, Rentmeester was like, okay, that's how we're going to play it, huh? So you know what Rentmeester did? He made a whole ass documentary with receipts that debuted in June at the Tribeca Film Festival and is still working the festival circuit, so it's not like out anywhere for us to watch it yet, but hopefully we can watch it soon. He made a whole documentary.
That's awesome.
Receipts. He has all the photos from the photo shoot, and apparently I think he might have said that there's one just like that one.
Oh, they didn't have
that he didn't see. I think that's what he was saying, and that other one is the one that got printed.
That'd be different.
And they may have leased that too. So I don't know the full particulars, but I'd like to see the documentary, so I can take all this in.
What could be worth more money than inventing that logo?
I don't know.
My God,
I don't know. Would Jordan's brand have worked without the logo?
I mean,
or something different?
I think it was like perfect combo.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Jordan would have been influential.
He would have been just as big, but the logo, man, would have been.
Yeah, but I feel like the logo itself has really propelled that whole brand.
I think it's so cool that logo is bigger, almost bigger than the Nike logo.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's as big as Nike now.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, so there you go, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
You know, does he deserve to get paid, or did Nike change it enough?
Who's getting that money?
But that's another thing, though. Art inspires art.
You know what? I think Nike's so big that they could throw this dude a bone.
Give the man a compensation package.
Here's 10 mil.
Give him $1 million.
You've made $1 billion off.
Y'all give him $1 million, he's for sure gonna be like, all right.
Y'all made $1 billion off that logo. Give old Rentmeester $1 million. Who remembers when Nolan Ryan beat the shit out of Robin Ventura?
In 1993, Robin Ventura made the biggest mistake of his entire life by charging the mound on the Nolan Ryan Express. But never before have we seen a pitcher beat the brakes off a guy who charged the mound.
No, man.
All right? Ryan hit 158 batters in his career, and his last hit batter was Ventura. Ventura was ejected while Ryan stayed in the game.
Bro.
That makes it even worse. Let's watch this thing, y'all. This is my favorite shit ever, y'all.
Like, was it on purpose? Look.
I think it was.
100%.
I think it was. And then here he goes. You fucked up.
Dude, he gets him in that headlock.
The headlock's iconic.
Like, that's some UFC shit, bro. Like, bro.
Wait.
How many did he get on him?
Let's count.
That's unbelievable.
Here's Ventura, RBI single in the first.
Ooh.
Like, look, he don't even flinch,
he's
bro. He's
here
like,
go.
well, I'm going to whoop this motherfucker.
Look, dad headlock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At least 6.
At least 6. At least 6.
6-piece biscuit.
Bro, you thought you were going to run up on an old man.
Bro.
Look.
And these two, you don't know. Robin Ventura is a legend at this point. Like, he had an unbelievable college career, and he's in the pros doing pretty well. You know what I mean? And Nolan Ryan is at the end of his career as one of the greatest pitchers in history.
Right.
Like, it's an epic clash of two dudes.
Of generations.
Yeah, and it fucks his career up because after this, he's known as the dude who gets beat up by Nolan Ryan for the rest of his life.
Who got 6-piece by Ryan, yo. How much of a boss are you to headlock a 26-year-old, 6-piece him, and then finish the game?
Look at him.
Like,
he's
punching him, punching him with the hand, because when you punch somebody, that hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts your hand. He finished the game.
46.
But watch this though. Wait till you see who pops up. I would have hated to been on the receiving end of this shit. Look, they get after it again. Look at it.
Wow, I don't remember this part.
Yeah.
Is Nolan in there?
I don't know, but wait till you see who is in there. They all fucked up. Every one of them. Well, who's that?
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. This is the last person you won't be tussling with right here.
Because I remember at some point Nolan Ryan was bleeding, or somebody's blood was on him.
Oh no, there's a one of the coaches I think are bleeding.
Okay, because right here at that point,
it's this dude with the mullet.
He was fine.
That guy.
Oh, he's bleeding. He's leaking.
Who is that?
I don't know. He's leaking.
Somebody got him. Bo Jackson pieced him up.
I think it did.
Hatcher. Look at him, young punk.
He's like, God damn it.
His life just flashed before his eyes.
Whooped.
He's like, yeah, that didn't go. I tried to charge the mound.
He's just like, I got whooped, man.
And he beat my ass.
Now that's a different story. Bo Jackson fighting somebody.
Nobody wants Bo. Do not come in Bo's vicinity with the bullshit.
I'm not getting near Bo Jackson, bro. That would end the fight to me. If he started fighting, I'd be like, everybody go back to the dugout.
Let's talk about Goldberg, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Mr. Bill Goldberg.
That's all you gotta say. If you say Goldberg, everybody knows who the fuck you're talking about.
one of the most popular figures of the professional wrestling boom during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Goldberg is credited with inventing the spear signature move in wrestling, which he made popular and for which he gained a reputation for being the best at executing the move. He rose to fame in the WCW with a lengthy undefeated streak in singles competition from 1997 to 1998. He became the highest paid WCW wrestler and led the company as its franchise player and public face until it was sold to the WWE.
He sure did.
During his time with WCW, he became a one-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, two-time WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, and a one-time WCW World Tag Team Champion with none other than Bret Hart. Along with Hart, he is the 5th WCW Triple Crown winner.
That's epic.
Man, this shit was must-see TV right here.
Yeah, when it came out, man, it was like it's one of those things that transcended the sport. Like everyone got to know who this dude was.
Brilliant marketing by, I'm assuming. Well, no, it wasn't.
WCW.
It was WCW.
Yeah, like,
I was about to say Vince McMahon.
That was at the point when they were both doing awesome.
Bro, I was a fan of wrestling in the 80s.
Me too.
Like we all were.
Yeah.
I was a fan in the early 90s like we all were.
Like, yeah, I was all WWF back then.
But
you know what I mean? Everyone was WWF.
Yeah.
And then WCW came out, and it started to get a lot of people pulling for each.
Yeah. But they're fan in the 80s, fan in the early 90s. But, man, that mid-90s wrestling,
yeah,
that shit was next level for me.
It was.
This 96, 97, 98 era right there, that's when I was really, really locked in. That's when it went from me just being a kid watching it to me being a teenager and like being interested.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know more of what's going on.
Know way more about what's happening.
Yeah. 173-0, bro.
173 wins in a row came to an end on December 27th of 1998 by none other than Mr. Big Daddy Cool himself, Kevin Nash, y'all. Winning the WCW championship in the process, I might add. Goldberg, though, actually got tased by Nash's fellow NWO member Scott Hall, a.k.a. Razor Ramon, setting off a shitstorm of controversy within the organization. I guess the streak had to come to an end.
And nobody better than Kevin Nash back then. He was a beast.
He was. I watched the match today.
Man, if you get 173 wins,
right,
you're good.
Yeah.
You can fucking lose one.
Yeah, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Remember
I watched
Razor Ramon used to flick his fucking...
razors?
his
toothpicks.
His toothpicks.
Yep.
He was so disrespectful.
But man, watching Goldberg run out and
spear people, bro, oh my God.
Dude, it would make my whole week.
You sit there and watch that whole match waiting for him to spear somebody.
Yep. And then,
once they spear him, they're dead.
It's over.
They're fucking dead.
When he hits him with the spear, game over.
Yeah, match over.
But look at this dude.
What's that called? A trap? His trapezoids?
I was going to ask you.
That's not human, bro.
The shoulders on this sumbitch.
That's not real. We saw it and it's not real.
What is that? It looks like a person, like inside of a person.
Yeah.
That looks like my shoulder, like my actual shoulders.
It looks like it's something protecting his shoulders.
This man got on football pads. He got permanent football pads.
Yeah, football pads.
Look at the neck on this sumbitch.
Like, he looks so mean. Like, they got him in the back and was like, "You're ready."
Yeah, beast mode, bro.
Go kill somebody.
Hey, 6'4", 285.
That's not even. What?
6'4", 285.
Spearing people.
Spearing you. You're lucky. People are lucky they didn't die.
Yeah, there's no real way to fake that.
No.
You know how like people like a lot of wrestling.
Yeah,
it's choreographed.
Yeah.
This hurts.
Yeah, I watched him do it today, and the one I watched, I think he did it a little too hard.
No, ask everyone. I wish we could ask someone who got speared by him.
No shit.
Like, yeah, that hurt, bro.
Yeah, I had to knock their breath out.
That's why they did it once.
Right, and it was over. Like, we can't, like in the fighter meeting, they're like,
not doing it twice.
One spear from Bill.
All right, we're good.
And that's it. Yeah. That'll end the match.
Dude, I mean, you could tell the dude played football just off of his spear.
Yeah, we're about to get into his football now. 6'4", 285, like I said, played 3 seasons as a defensive lineman for the Georgia Bulldogs. He was selected by the Los Angeles Rams, 301st pick in the 11th round of the 1990 NFL Draft. He never appeared in any games as a Ram, but he made his debut in December of 1992 for the Atlanta Falcons. And while he was with the Falcons, he became super tight with none other than our boy Deion Sanders.
How cool is that?
Yeah, they're actual good friends, and I'll get into that here in a second. Goldberg, however, only played 14 total games in the NFL over about a 5-year span. He had 1 start in a career total of 11 tackles. So he didn't have like a super exciting NFL career, but hey, you know what? He made it to the NFL.
Yeah, bro.
Started a game. I mean, shit, what did we do?
Nah, I didn't play for fucking Georgia.
That lets you know how competitive the NFL must be, though.
Yeah, bro. This is a
he can't hack it in the NFL.
Nature.
He can't hack it in the NFL. Jesus.
Yeah, no.
Like somebody like that could do anything physical. I feel like, and he couldn't make it in. Damn. All right.
Yeah, he was killing. He was beating the shit out of other physical specimens.
Yeah. Speaking of Deion Sanders, Goldberg's son walked on to Colorado as a linebacker, and made the team. He made the team.
That's awesome.
And just this past Thursday, Colorado had their season opener, and if you looked on the sidelines, Mr. Bill Goldberg was pacing back and forth to watch his son's debut. Yeah, I mean, when I was doing research for this, it kept popping up that he was at the game.
That's
I'm like,
cool.
why is he at this game?
I bet he looks way smaller.
And then I read it. Yeah, he's
It's funny nobody can keep that.
He's in his late 50s now, so. But yeah, man, Bill Goldberg, thank you for all the entertainment.
Man, you was a beast
in the 90s that you provided us. I mean, he had a couple comebacks over the years. He's been acting and doing a bunch of stuff like that. But Pete Goldberg was 97, 98.
It was not to be fucked with.
I will never forget that shit.
No, me neither.
All right, y'all. Who remembers drinking Kool-Aid back in the day?
Bro.
It was mandatory to have a pitcher of Kool-Aid in the refrigerator at all times.
It was in everyone's refrigerator in the 80s and 90s.
Definitely. And here's the thing. I did a little research on Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's been around since 1927.
That's fucking crazy.
Kool-Aid was invented by Edwin Perkins in Hastings, Nebraska. All of his experiments took place in his mother's kitchen. Its predecessor was a liquid concentrate called Fruit Smack.
I like it.
To reduce shipping costs in 1927, Perkins discovered a new way to remove the liquid from Fruit Smack, leaving only a powder. This powder was named Kool-Aid.
How cool is that?
So we're almost at 100 years old on this stuff.
How?
Hey, we got that purple. We got that orange. We got that blue. We got that. You got red over there?
No, I got that mixed berry. I got that blue raspberry lemonade and that strawberry lemonade.
Hey,
this is new age Kool-Aid.
That's newer, yeah. They don't have. I don't call them by their flavors.
No,
like great. This is great. No, this is purple. All right, you got orange.
That purple drink.
You got orange. Orange is orange. It's called orange, but I mean it doesn't matter. They call it whatever you call it, passion fruit. I'm calling it orange.
Yeah.
And then. This is tropical punch. Nope. This that red. We got that red right here. All right. And
that's how it was when you was a kid. They didn't have these anyway.
So guess what, y'all? We're fixing to make some Kool-Aid right now. Let's do it.
What are you going with?
All right. Oh yeah. What you want to go with?
Man, it's a hard decision.
Y'all like how I just pull a picture up on my lap. We gotta go purple.
We
gotta go purple.
That
right,
purple drink.
Honorable mention, orange and red.
Yeah, that red's classic, man.
Hold that for me.
Red's got to be first.
Hold that right
that
there.
first one I ever drank.
Look. Oh. I bet this smell.
Get that
Watch
smoke.
This. Wait. Let me smell it. Oh, that's your childhood right there. Smell that. Oh,
that's it.
That's the one.
I can taste that. As soon as I smelled it, I tasted it. How weird's that? You're like that Salt Bay right now.
Yes, I'm Kool-Aid Bay. Straight up. Let's go.
Look at that color change.
Woo, that's pretty. And no telling what the hell's in it, but damn it, we gonna appreciate it today.
How weird.
Mix that up a little bit. No, just grab that spoon. Get your mix on, dog.
Oh, look how terrible that is.
Get your mix on.
That's what it's going right in our liver.
Oh my God. purple number 17 food coloring.
Some kind of weird colorings in us for life.
Yeah, these are forever chemicals right here, but damn it, it tastes good, damn it.
Forever chemicals. I remember.
Hold that. Yeah, hold it.
I remember.
Don't drop that shit.
I remember people making Kool-Aid in their house, bro, putting the most absurd amount of sugar you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Certain people do it differently.
It's
like how much butter you put in the popcorn.
Certain people do it differently.
Man,
you know.
They be having like this much sugar. Look, all the way up to here.
I was about to, it'd be, I mean, there'd be when it settles, there'd be a thick, at the bottom, there's just a thick layer of sugar.
It'd look like your cereal.
Yeah. So, this is the most important part.
Straight up.
This is the most important part. We
were drinking sugar water at all times.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. Hold it over here.
People gonna be criticizing our sugar pool.
All right, mix that up a little bit.
Oh man, that's not near enough.
I ain't know. Okay, I'm just trying to get it mixed in.
Oh, you hear that?
Yep.
Granulated.
Oh, those are little granules on the spoon.
Oh, that's good.
Let's put more.
Why not? Let's live dangerously in our 40s.
All right. What you think? Mix that up.
Might be all right.
Yeah, it might be fine.
They're gonna hate. They're gonna be. Bet
so many people gonna criticize and say we need more sugar.
They're gonna say your sugar pour is low.
I don't know. That bag got considerably lighter.
Man, look at that.
That's all I can tell you. Now wait. Keep steering wheel. Let me. Don't mind if I do.
You should see this.
Don't mind if I do. It's like we're on a picnic.
You should see this purple vortex I got going here, man.
Check me out, Will. Look, I'm taking care of Will, y'all. I'm gonna make him a nice little glass.
This is like our old show where we drank bourbon.
Yep. How far we have come.
Yeah.
It went from bourbon on the rocks to Kool-Aid on the rocks.
How you like that?
All right, here you go.
That's awesome.
Let me see.
Hey, you got it?
Yep.
Don't spill it.
Oh, get that spoon. Hold that spoon. Look at that, y'all. Look at that nice color on that thing.
It is. It's pretty nice.
Passed the sniff test. That's beautiful. Go ahead, Will. Do the honors. You tell me. Awesome. I trust you.
Not near enough sugar.
It's not?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God.
Taste it, though.
Let me taste it.
Here.
I'm going to taste it.
I mean, might be a little different. What do you think?
See, okay, wait a minute. Now you go over to some people's house and it would taste just like that.
It's not. It's not like abnormal.
That's on the lighter side.
Yeah, this is a different version.
But yeah, we're gonna do a little more. We're gonna do just a little more.
I say we go see what crazy is like.
Let's just.
You gotta start now, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll start. All right.
Get that in there.
Get that as Will said, that purple vortex.
Get that purple vortex.
Oh, I'm starting to see some settlement at the bottom, and when you can see like a white swirl within the purple,
that's
like
science.
A few minutes into mixing,
that's science.
Then you're probably at a good parts per liquid on the sugar.
That's so funny that like my mouth, when I'm drinking it, like it won't accept until I taste that right concoction.
I know
you know what I mean?
Yeah, here, go ahead and pour me.
Like it's almost there.
Don't
I feel like, cheers.
Hey, yeah, Kool-Aid, that purple drink, y'all.
Man,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't know how
much.
It's
a little bit. It's like almost too much sugar.
Yeah,
it makes it perfect.
It's fantastic. I think it's it. I think we nailed it.
Yeah, and this was our childhood of dying at the park, playing basketball, playing hide and go seek, whatever you were doing in a childhood, and you'd come in whoever's house, and you would just crush this. And no ice. There was never ice.
Yeah. It
was in the fridge.
It was cold in the fridge.
Get you a big ass plastic cup somewhere.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, and you would literally chug this, and this might be the only water you get today.
And it's literally the last thing that you actually probably needed. You know, you needed straight water. We're in
Yeah.
here crushing
But like that's what I'm telling you.
massive amounts of sugar.
Water wasn't in the rotation when I was a kid. Like you drank water barely. I don't know how we lived.
That purple, y'all. That purple. That's some good shit right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's
Let
perfect.
me get some of the good stuff. I didn't get the good stuff.
Oh, you didn't?
I got the first drink with.
Oh, my bad. You said it was virgin on too much. Wait till you taste this.
That's what I'm talking about. No, yeah, I want the good stuff.
Oh, shit. Wait till you taste that, boy.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that smacks.
We nailed it. That's, hey.
That's a total different drink than the one I have.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Yeah. Hey, cheers to all the Kool-Aid drinkers
man.
out there.
I got a funny Kool-Aid story.
Go ahead.
My dad was like, remember the Kool-Aid man?
Hell yeah.
Like he would bust through walls and shit.
That marketing campaign had us
It was
in a
awesome.
chokehold, bro.
And my dad was a bigger dude, and my high school baseball team was red, so he wore this red jumpsuit, like red over, little pullover, red swishy pants.
Yeah.
And he would have a red hat, and every time he'd come in, back then it was a rough world. You know what I mean? So all my buddies was like, and my dad was cool with everybody, but like he'd walk in the gym and they'd be like, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, damn.
They was calling him the Kool-Aid man, and he went with it and everything. Like,
He's just like,
he didn't
fuck
care.
it.
Yeah, it
That's
was
what I
so
would
funny.
do. That's
Yeah.
what my nose, my whole life.
Yeah,
People
you gotta
talk about
lean
my
into
nose.
it, man.
Hey, just accept it.
My dad knew he was bigger, but he wasn't,
He wasn't that big.
No, but it was funny to call him that, and
Yeah,
he
that's
loved
hilarious,
it. Yeah,
though.
so that was my dad's Kool-Aid story.
But yeah. I mean, sugar.
Yeah, bro.
I let my kids try it earlier.
What they think?
They were like,
That smacks.
my daughter was like, please, let me have some more. My wife's like, hell no.
I know it.
But I'm like, I'll give you some tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll give you a little bit more tomorrow.
that's so crazy that we pounded this.
Like, I would drink whole pitchers of it.
Oh, if you had a couple of dudes, the pitcher's gone.
Yeah, well, dude, if I walked in my house and there was a full pitcher of Kool-Aid, by the end of
Gone.
I mean, in an hour, the whole thing's gone. I'm filling up the cup after cup after cup.
Bro,
and nobody's telling me to drink water.
Nah, nobody. That's what I told my wife.
It was just different.
We would drink this with dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Pour me a glass of Kool-Aid.
Yep.
My dad would have tea.
Yep.
What the fuck?
And we had 6 other ones.
Nobody
earlier.
cared.
It's so crazy.
Nobody cared.
Like the damage we probably did to our liver.
What a great way to grow up.
Straight up. All right, y'all. Time for another super retro news of the week. GameStop is going retro, y'all. GameStop, the controversial retailer, has just announced the launch of several retro GameStops where people will be able to purchase their favorite retro games and consoles. The company announced via Twitter, the classics are back, new retro GameStops are spawning near you. The announcement linked a store locator and included a set of images with a list of consoles that will reportedly be in stock. The list of platforms include NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Nintendo 64, Nintendo DS, Wii, Wii U, Nintendo GameCube, Xbox, Xbox 360, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS Vita, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, and last but not least, the Dreamcast. Y'all,
Man.
this is cool, okay? This is cool, but y'all know what's about to happen, right?
Yeah. They're the big dogs.
Yep, the market, this is about to inflate the market more than they already have because, you can get some of this stuff. There's a lot of big online retailers that have helped inflate the market. Now having actual physical stores, I can't imagine what it's going to do,
Yeah, it's going to hurt those guys. But what I think is bullshit is like these guys, they're the ones who birthed that market anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, at one certain point in time, GameStop stopped selling all that old shit.
Yeah.
Where it used to be there. I don't know if anybody, like back in the day, you could go there and see it.
Yeah.
And then they just got rid of all of it.
Yep.
And now, so many years later, 20 years later, now we're been telling them how cool it is that they're now jumping back on the ship.
Yeah, now they're like,
shit.
this is a thing.
Yeah.
This is a thing. man, y'all can't just let the mom and pop stores have their little slice of the pie.
I know it.
You got to get in on it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's sort of like you said though. It's cool and not cool.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, it's cool that it's getting recognition from a major company like this, but I don't know. I'd almost rather them not.
Me too. I would definitely rather them not, but it is cool that there will be another place that you can go get retro games.
That's right, for a top dollar.
And they'll probably do it right where, certain places you go, might not get the best copies of stuff. And I would say, like, what's the other one, the big company?
DKO or
DK Oldies. Is that what it's called?
DK Oldies.
Like they're like gonna be one of these. You know what I mean? They're gonna be on the lines of them.
That's who I was talking about, the online retailers. But yeah, I don't know, and I don't see how they're gonna have a good inventory.
I bet they do, bro. They got money.
I know, but still, if you think about it, there's only so much of this. With newer stuff, they can just keep making new stuff.
Did you see? There's a store by us.
Yeah. I did see that on the locator.
Hey. We'll go check it out.
Yeah, I'm talking all this shit, but I'm definitely going to give it a little spin.
We gonna go check it out.
I'm going to see what it's all about. So, yeah, there it is, y'all. Super Retro News of the Week. GameStop going retro. All right, y'all. I want to talk about the iconic Alice in Chains frontman, Layne Staley. Now, we had a whole bit prepared that we were going to do. We were going to cover Layne Staley from the beginning to the end. But during the research, I came upon something that got me so fired up that I was like, you know what? We're going to talk about this. All right, I got some shit to say. I come across a top 50 list of the best lead singers of all time from Complex Magazine. And you know what? They put Layne Staley at number 42. Now, you may say, that sounds right. That sounds about the spot that he deserves to be at. But not until I hit y'all with some of the people that are in front of him, okay? This blew my mind, all right? Because I think they need to put a little bit more respect on Layne Staley's name, all right? Sure. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play an isolated vocal track from Layne Staley, Man in the Box. This shit gives me chills. Listen to this. So that's 42.
Man.
That's what 42 sounds like to y'all. It's amazing. He is one of the most iconic rock and roll singers of all time. And there's only a few. There's only a few that I'll listen to an argument on. Yeah. Obviously, Chris Cornell. Mm-hmm. Who else?
Like, man, he was one of those dudes, man.
Who else has the power that Layne Staley has in that frame?
And it was distinct in its own right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like most other people can be similar to other people.
Yeah.
If you I could hear him in anywhere in the world and know that's who that is.
Exactly. Let's talk about who was in front of him. No disrespect to my guy, James Hetfield of Metallica, but they got him at 33. So you got James Hetfield at 33 and you got Layne Staley at 42. Hey, I'm not taking anything away from Metallica or James Hetfield, but you're telling me he's a better singer?
No chance.
Than Layne Staley?
No.
Not even.
I can't even think of one instance where he's better.
No, he's just, he's got a distinct sound.
Works with Metallica.
Yeah. And then coming in at number 32, listen to this bullshit. Cheap Trick's lead singer, Robin Zander? Cheap Trick. No, I'm not hearing any of that bullshit. Get that shit off my screen. Get that off my screen. The
next one's pretty bad.
Count Your Days Complex. I wanted to say that. Count Your Days for putting Cheap Trick at 32.
How dare you?
And look, and coming in at number 26 is iconic frontman Axl Rose.
Nah,
my guy can scream a little bit, or could, I should say.
It's over.
But a better singer than Layne Staley. Is that real life? Is Axl Rose a better singer than Layne Staley? I want y'all to look me in my face and tell me that's true. That's some bullshit, and you know it.
Tuck is mad.
I'm fired up about this because I mean I feel like it's straight disrespect. Like put some respect.
I can still jam Alice in Chains, man.
Ain't nobody listening to Guns N' Roses like that anymore.
No, it's over.
I'm still listening to Alice in Chains.
Yep, 100%.
All right, and this one I'm gonna catch some shit for this. Jack White at number 20. People put Jack White on this pedestal, and I'm not saying he's not a musical genius, but I know what he's not. He's not a better singer than Layne Staley. All right? Show me one instance where this man is a better singer than Layne Staley. Maybe a better musician, maybe a better producer, creator, songwriter, give him all that. He is not a better singer than Layne Staley, and they put Jack White at 20? What? Coming in at number 11 is Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam. Now, I know.
I like it.
I know Eddie Vedder is an iconic frontman.
He is.
But we all know what's the one knock on Eddie Vedder. The way he sounds, that nasally.
And I very rarely ever knew what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah.
My whole career of liking. I liked his shit and didn't know what he was saying.
It was just patterns. Yeah. You just like the pattern and the melodies.
Yeah. I even made up my own. I even made up your own shit that you were saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing, I'm not going to say he can't sing. He can definitely sing better than me. But I tell you who he can't sing better than. Layne Staley. All right. And here's where the competition steps up. Now, I'll listen to this argument, but notice the difference. Chris Cornell, number 6.
They put some respect on his name.
They put respect on Soundgarden's lead singer, Chris Cornell. They put respect on his name and gave him the number 6, and I feel like that is fair.
Me too.
I feel like, okay, you know who should be number 7 or number 5 even?
Yeah.
Layne Staley.
Yeah, it should be up in the same ballpark. Those
two should be together.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that agree with me. And I think I didn't write it down in the notes here, but I'm pretty sure that Kurt Cobain came in at number 4. Come on, man. Kurt Cobain, true, generational, once in a lifetime type musician, and Nirvana, once in a lifetime band, but he was a better singer than Layne Staley? Nah. He wasn't. Did he make better music? That's debatable. You know, if you want to make that argument, sure, you can have
They're
that.
definitely in the same ballpark. Like, come on, man. Put him in the ballpark.
Kurt Cobain's voice is the same as Metallica's lead singer. They fit their band so perfectly.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be the band without them.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man.
If you heard those people you're talking about in an isolated voice track, it would sound weird.
It wouldn't sound like we just heard.
That's what I'm talking about.
So topping off the top 3 on the list, coming in at number 3, Robert Plant, of course, Led Zeppelin's frontman. He amazing. You can't even argue with that.
No.
Who I think should be number 1, Freddie Mercury from Queen.
Beast,
Queen is an amazing band. We can do a whole thing on Queen. I was blown away by some Queen tracks I was listening to.
Their hits are out of this world.
It's hits on top of hits on top of hits on top of hits. They don't stop.
No.
Like Queen is literally anytime you want to make an argument for Queen or Freddie Mercury, I'm listening. At the best of anything. And Mick Jagger coming in at number 1. Now, I get it.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for 80 years.
I wouldn't have put him number 1.
They got some hits. I would have put him at 3. Freddie Mercury. No, I wouldn't have put Mick Jagger. I would have probably put him in the top 10, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I'd have had him down for sure.
Freddie Mercury number 1. Robert Plant number 2, probably. I'm going Layne Staley number 3. Fuck it. I'll take give me all the hate. Chris Cornell at 4,
man,
and then go from there. I don't even know who else I'd put, but
that definitely needed to put some respect on Layne Staley.
I feel like it was. I feel like there was some politics or something.
And I think it maybe because he died. You know what I mean? Like his body of work.
He had a decent body of work.
Yeah, he did. But you know what I mean? Like you said with Mick Jagger.
Yeah, Mick Jagger gets up there out of pure...
He almost had 4 careers compared to, Layne Staley.
Pure longevity is why Mick Jagger made it. Yeah. I feel like,
That's what I'm saying. I think if Layne Staley would have got to put out a few more albums.
Yeah.
people would have got to understand. And
yeah,
respect.
I feel like he's underappreciated.
I think the Alice in Chains itself is a pretty like unknown band compared to all the rest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and people know them,
right.
Believe me, but not like fucking Queen.
They're underrated.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin and fucking Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Like they're bigger
for sure.
Even with Nirvana.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Alice in Chains just didn't get to that. It's like Sublime. You know what I mean? Right when they were about to blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So, shout out to Jerry Cantrell as well and the whole band. Alice in Chains is an incredible band.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's sad what ended up happening to Layne Staley. Heroin sucks.
Yep.
He just went down that hole and he was never able to pull himself back out. He did that iconic MTV Unplugged, which is one of my favorite
badass
pieces of music and just video. It's one of my favorite things that exist in music. Our artist, as we said before,
a little fucked up,
a little tortured, got some demons.
Yep.
What comes out that other end? Beautiful music and beautiful art.
Yep.
Got to be a little bit of pain to make some true art.
Yep.
Layne Staley, clearly I'm bothered by
Icon,
him being
bro.
number 42 on this goddamn list. Anyway.
What do y'all think?
Where should Layne Staley be? All right, y'all. Let's talk about Streets of Rage, the iconic Sega Genesis side-scrolling beat-em-up. But you know what? I don't want to talk about the gameplay. What I want to talk about is the incredible music associated with this game. On all of them, there's up to 4 Streets of Rage. Every single one of them has an amazing soundtrack. Earlier today, I had this thing on. I've always known that it was good, but today it blew me away so much that I had to share it with you guys. Like, listen, just imagine, bro. Let me put y'all in the zone real quick. Just kind of relax and chill, all right? Just, get that easy listening going on. Not easy listening, just super, like, zoned in right now. Imagine you're feeling no pain. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you hit a little numb, you know what I'm saying? And let me play this for y'all. Listen, this song is called The Street of Rage. And the producer's name is Yuzo Koshiro. Yuzo Koshiro. All right?
That's gangster.
He produced this whole album, and my guy was absolutely locked in. Like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall when he was creating this music because my man was going the fuck off.
What's cool is how good Sega Genesis music was.
This right here,
compared to Nintendo.
After I play this, the songs on this album, on this soundtrack, I don't want to hear anybody talking about Nintendo had better music because I'm going to be honest with you. I was 50-50, like, yeah, I don't know, because we've said that before.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been like, I don't know. Do they have better music? I don't know.
We were a fan of the old, because we didn't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
Like Koji Kondo, he did awesome.
Yeah.
But it ain't this.
My guy Yuzo Koshiro snapped, y'all. Listen to this shit. In the zone.
Snapped, bro.
Just vibe out with us for a second. Bro, that sound like early 90s.
It's about to be a rap song.
I need Outkast to cut a whole album
Pimp
to this.
C's coming in a minute.
Look. When it makes your face.
I'm ready to fight. I can see you going down a...
Got my Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Look. My guy was in on them keys.
You're already into the game, bro.
Makes me want to play right now.
I know.
But listen to that bass. Somebody's destroying that bass. Woo!
That is good.
How dope is that? All right, and it. All right, how sick was that? Guy was vibing out. Bass was killing the bass, killing the keys. Let's get right into the next one, y'all. This next one is called. This is when you're selecting a player. This is what's playing. Listen to my guy go in on the xylophone, y'all. He's killing his xylophone. Watch him.
wish you could see this dude doing it.
I know. Imagine him in the lab. And then a little twinkle part. Watch. My guy was killing that.
Why'd he do that to us?
And then the next one's called. Next one I want to play for y'all.
Fighting in the street.
This one. Listen to this shit. This is, man, this was cutting edge. This music was cutting edge. I've never heard anything like this on this early. This was released in 1991.
Yeah, this is some ahead
August
of its time
2nd, 1991 is when this was released. Listen to this. Ooh.
I wonder if it might sample this shit.
Listen to that shit.
Without us knowing. This is a rave?
Watch. Dude, it's crazy. It's so sick.
Bro.
Watch.
I can see this in a game, bro.
And close your eyes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I see it.
Fast paced as shit. Like I'm racing right now or something.
Man.
That is insane.
I wonder how much you got paid to do this.
And then, all right, Fighting in the Street. No, that was Fighting in the Street.
Stealthy Steps.
We gotta listen to all these because they're all dope. We got a couple more to listen to. This is Attack Barbarian. That's what this one's called. Killing the bass again. Watch, it gets crazy. On a video game in 91, y'all.
Yeah, that's what he did way too much.
That shit is insane.
Like, he didn't have to do this much for the game.
My man made a whole album.
That's
like
what I'm saying. This isn't for the game.
Listen, remember when Michael Jackson, it was said that he heard the music back on what game was it? On Sonic 3, and he was like, I don't like the way it sounds. Take my name off of it.
Yeah.
Because of the way that the chip crushed it and made it sound. Like, this guy didn't have a problem.
No, he's killing it.
This was in 91.
Yeah.
He had zero problems making that shit slap.
Yeah.
What else we got?
And this is just instrumental shit.
Stealthy, what's it say?
Stealthy Steps.
Stealthy Steps. Watch this. This one, listen to this shit.
You became the bad guy?
Yeah, this one's called You Became the Bad Guy. He's just holding that bitch. Oh. Woo.
Still holding.
Still holding that bitch.
Still holding.
Letting that fade out. There's the bass.
You hear that, the game sound?
Yep. It's... Oh!
What is this, Phil Collins?
Definitely I could hear Phil coming through. Where you at, Phil? Come on, Phil. All right.
That's it.
All right, and then last but not least, My Little Baby. This one right here. I was dancing with my daughter to this one earlier. Listen to this shit. This is a vibe right here.
Damn.
Whew.
How you gonna be all sad?
Versatile, baby. My man, he hit us with everything.
Bro, where is this in the game?
I don't know, but it sound like...
Is this when you beat it? Where'd they get this?
I don't know, but it sound like...
This is the end credits, bro.
Sound like Jodeci's about to come in or something.
Yeah, this is when you win the game, bro.
Or Guy. Woo! I want to thank y'all for vibing out with us. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for rocking out with Super Retro. We're glad to be on your stereo dial, your radio dial.
Yeah, every Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah. Holler at us. What time is it? It's 12:19 in the morning right now. We really want to thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts for hanging out with us tonight. We're drinking Kool-Aid. We're having a good time.
We're living our life, man.
We're feeling no pain. We're just trying to live. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to get it how we live. Yeah. Go to superretropod.com and buy a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they brand new.
Got them brand new joints in the styling of Castlevania. Alright, you understand what I'm saying to you?
Get a free Kool-Aid coupon.
Yeah, well, I'll send you a Kool-Aid pack if you subscribe to the TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Or the YouTube.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Streets of Rage, bro, coming in hard.
How amazing is that music?
That's weird that it's that, like, it shouldn't. It's almost like the album took more like than the actual game.
Yeah, like the game's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that's gonna stay with me.
Yeah.
That music is gonna stay with me. This is my new soundtrack because, like I said, I knew the music was great.
That's so funny.
But I've never listened to it all together like that.
Yuzo
That shit struck me, y'all.
Yuzo Koshiro.
That shit struck me. So
Killing the game.
yeah.
In 91.
Hey, we appreciate you, Yuzo.
Yeah. Is he alive?
He's alive. I looked
him
it up. He's alive because I'm thinking, I'm gonna buy the game. I'm gonna buy the box game. I'm gonna find out where he's at, and I'm gonna get him to sign this thing.
We need that autograph.
I need you to sign this game, Yuzo. All right?
Somebody hook us up with Yuzo.
If anybody knows him, hey, tag him.
Let's get this going.
Send this message to him. We
hope you see
need
this,
the
sir.
signed joint, Yuzo. We love it that much.
Yeah, man, you killed it.
That's the podcast, y'all. As always, thank you for hanging out with your boys.
Yep.
Hope
We
you
appreciate
enjoyed it. We were wilding out, listening to music, drinking Kool-Aid.
Man, what a wild time.
Talking about Nolan Ryan beating Robin Ventura's ass.
Yeah, it was a good one. I liked all the topics. They were fun.
Layne, Staley.
Man.
Put some respect on his name. I'm going to say it again.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
And Nike thieving the damn logo. I don't even know what else we talked
Blades
about.
and steel covers.
Blades of Steel.
A lot of weird, cool, different topics.
What did we talk about first?
Goldberg.
We talked about Goldberg. There was what we lead off with. Oh, Beastie Boys.
Yeah, bro.
This was a good show.
Yeah,
this was
I
a good
like
show.
it.
I feel good about it.
Yeah, it's
I feel real good
action-packed.
about it. As always, go follow the socials, y'all. SuperRetroPod.com. We got brand new shirts up there.
Mm-hmm.
Pick you one up. Got all the way up to XXX. Thank you for following us anytime. Just go follow the YouTube.
It's going to be a lot more not your typical content going up there soon.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Like, you know.
Remember, catch us at ThriftCon October 5th and 6th.
Mm-hmm.
The Threads page is growing. The Threads page just overnight started growing, so you can follow us there if you want to.
We're everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
We're there.
Peace, y'all.
Keep it retro.